Arthur was creating a kind of utopia. There was a compulsion to keep remaking this world, and this world was very, very complicated.
When your left foot takes your first
He looked
step,
like he'd just stepped off a tractor, but he was coming in to take over.
I was walking along St. Mark's Place and I saw Arthur on the street, and something just drew me to who he was. Our big date was going to see the Talking Heads. He knows the people who were in the Talking Heads.
Arthur was very involved with the kitchen in the 1970s. That was a time when you had composers like John Cage and Christian Wolff, Steve Reich and Philip Glass. Arthur, in a way, was not tied to any of these styles. Arthur was tied to Arthur. Arthur was beginning to release dance records in the disco era.
I wanted to record my own version of this song, A Little Lost. There were so many people who said that they were influenced by him. We got Joel from the Hidden Cameras and Verity from Electrolane into the idea too. The first song that came in was Verity's version of Our Last Night Together.
He could just write down a complete melody from his head. And when I stood in the tall grass, like a foreigner in the nature I love, it's oh so hard to tell if it's really, really true.
When he first found out that he was positive, it didn't seem like it was. It didn't seem so bad. It seemed like that was happening to other people.
His gifts were increasing as his, as his strength was leaving him.
He went from being a guy who was like spaced out naturally, and then spaced out all the time because he was stoned all the time, and then spaced out because he was a genius, and then he became demented, spaced out, but still with a feeling of grace.
It was a Saturday morning, and the hospital called and said I should come. It wasn't perfect at all times, but we were together for 10 to 12 years. Something was right there.
He made some really remarkable, very individual music, which was, I guess, too remarkable and too individual for its time.